Yeah, a little bit changes, of course, because we miss again players for the Olympic team. On the other side, most of selection is okay, and it's second part of what I called before the sprint, because I think if we finish good this game in Baniyas, it's gonna bring us to the sprint and close to the leaders. So it's very important to win this game, knowing it's gonna be difficult. Even they miss also players, but away there is always more difficult. So we expect tough game. Yes, first of all is to play or keep very close. The most important maybe in that Senghor, because he's a lot of balls are in his direction, and he's always using them for himself, or he's playing what we call the second ball. So it is to be very very careful with him. On the other side, I think it's also important to stop the ones who feed them, who brings the ball to them. So we will need on the sides and in front pressure on the ball so that they cannot make center shoot. And if they cannot make center shoot, I think you take a big part away of the qualities of Senghor and also of their team. And we said already last week it was a target or a double target. It's you have to look game by game, but the target was the 2 games, and so they know how important it is, how important also it will be for the future if we want to stay in all competitions. I mean, with our with what we want to. So that means get in contact with the top and be able to push it up or come closer. So they know. I think they are ready for that. Also, they have still 2 days, but they have to know the importance of preparing also that game, knowing it's going to be difficult and that it's going to be tough to win.
Abdullah Musa had the third card at the last game. He's an important player. He played good game at the last game, and I think that I want to ask you about, do you have a problem to find anyone at the same level of Abdullah Musa in his position? And who is the player that can play instead of him?
Yeah, for the moment there's only Bashir, I think, because well, it is with the national Olympic team, and all the others is what I call trying to find other solutions, maybe not in the best positions. That means you have to glide players to the side, but then you have to change other things in defense, and maybe that's not good. So Bashir did already a good job and good work in this position. So you have to give him confidence. On the other side, we knew we were missing, or we will have to miss Musa. We were also talking about it before the game. So when was the best moment? This was not planned, but it is like that. We knew now he can start again. So one day or another, it will happen. It's better when you control it. Now it is not. But again, we will not change anything. So this is not for me an excuse. It's a pity. It's of course a very important player. But we cannot complain because it is like that. It's the rules, and you have to follow the rules and find solutions.
Okay, he's saying that the team, like for the past few matches, the team is winning like 4-0, 5-0. Like they scoring a lot and they're not receiving any goals. So have you reached to the target which you set since you came here to the club? And are you ready like to enter for the AFC Champions League?
Not completely, because even when we get 0 goals, I think we still gave a little bit too many chances. So we still have some work on that way. On the other side, we create a lot and we score a lot. So much more efficient we can nearly not be, because then you have to score nearly every chance, and then you speak about 6 or 7. So offensive, I think we do good till very good. On defense way, sometimes we still have moments that we don't have everything under control, and then one day you escape. What is what I call escape. The other day. Not, and this we can improve. This can be better.
Ricardo Oliveira scored 4 goals the last game. What qualities have impressed you most since you came here and worked with him? And also, is he the best striker that you've worked with in your career?
Oh, I worked with a lot, so it would not be very very correct to the other ones to say it. He's one off, I think. There's too many to say that he's the best. What I prefer is in him is the general quality. What I as a coach, I'm looking at with a player. That means technical skill, the speed, so the physical. If I see him as a player physically, he's really an athlete. Tactically, you can talk to him. You can give him some ways to go. Of course, he still keeps his own way of playing, and he has to do that. And then mentally, he's really 200% professional and also a very nice human being. So this is not telling only for joking or whatever. He's like that. He's like that, and this all together, makes it a very good player and a very good person. And that's for me the most important. So the general, everybody has working points. Everything can be better. But if you look in general, how he works, how he trains, how he is as a man, how efficient he is for the team, how important I think also outside of the field he is for the team, it makes him a very, very important player. You don't speak, we miss also players, we miss Kames, we miss Salim Mabhout, we miss Abdullah Moussa. This is not, I'm not busy with that. It's a pity for them. It's also a pity for us. And of course you prefer that all better players are there, because then you probably have a higher level and maybe a better game. But I can imagine that the one who will play, they're gonna do their best, and they have also opportunities or qualities, maybe other qualities. But I'm not busy with that, or I don't stay 1 second with that, because for me it's not important. The one who are not there, I cannot take care of. What I expect from Matthias is always it's one word for me: extra. I call it extra. A player like him has to bring extra. That means assist, delivery, goals, ball possession, because you want to use as much as possible his qualities. Of course, he also has to defend. Of course, positioning in defensive way is important for the team, so he has to do it. But on the other side, he's using his quality. He's making the difference on what he can do the best. That means keeping the ball, giving assist. But then, as I talk about decisive passes, crosses, or whatever.
Sometimes scores.
Sometimes score. Long time ago now. Long time ago now. You see, make motivation for next game. And scoring, of course, it's part of midfielder. When you give nearly all the free kicks, when you penalties, not that there's a lot in front of him, but when you are more offensive, you have to be able to score also. So it's a part of. So he has to bring what I call extra, making the difference.
Okay, go.
You mentioned stopping Senghor is the biggest thing you need to do tomorrow night. Oh, sorry, Wednesday
One of
night.
the biggest.
One of the biggest things. I mean, do you plan, obviously Francisco Yeste is one of the major parts of the supply line to Senghor. Are you planning anything special to stop Yeste?
Yeah, but it's not easy, because last games they were going a little bit everywhere. He was not only staying on the right side, he was going to the other side. He played sometimes in the middle, so it is more general thing we work on. That means that everybody in his zone is going to be responsible for stopping the one who feeds Senghor. So if I speak about Senghor, it's one priority, but of course the other ones are part of, and he's not going to win the game alone. It is also, but you cannot say we're going to sacrifice one player for him, or for Yeste or whatever, because they will run a little bit everywhere and they change a lot around him. So and Yeste is not the only one. They change positions, they take over positions in the zone. So it's more difficult than when you can focus on only one player. When you have to make the bench, you choose between what do I need and what do I have. And then you
talk about confidence, you know.
Yes, but it's not a question of confidence. I told him also on the side, and I told also the players before the game when I gave the team. Before I gave the team, I said to everybody, I can understand some are going to be disappointed. I can understand some are going to be on the bench disappointed, but some are going to be in the tribune. And then you take what you need, and when you have already I take examples, Kazem and Bari on the bench. You have only one midfielder. You have 3 defenders. You make a choice, and then it happens that you put one who scored 3 hat-tricks in this game. I say in this game, on the bench. But I said this is no stop for me. He showed something. We don't forget that, and it's the start of, I think, another opportunity for his confidence. I think it cannot be bad. It can be extra motivation. He did well in the game. He was not included in the next one. It's up to him to show also that doesn't affect him, and I think this is the most important.
What I wait from the coaches, what everybody wait, is follow the team in the best way. Bring quality, bring all his experience, like a player first, like a coach after, and we must to give also. We have to be 100% with him, because we have to be ready to understand what he wants. Because if he explains something and we don't understand, it's not his fault. And what I wait about the game is going to be hard, how the coach say. The last game of Baniyas, you can see that they are a good team. They are together. They run too much. They don't give the game so easy. So, and also in this field it's very difficult. It's not the best field in UAE, so it will be hard.
Frankie, you mentioned a couple of weeks ago that you felt that Asamoah Gyan was the most efficient player in the UAE Pro League. He's obviously been away in the African Cup of Nations. Have you been surprised at how well Alain have done without him?
Yes and no, in the way that they did very well without him, but that's just what I said. They are not. I don't think they have been busy with. We missed one player. So yes, because you always expect or hope from Jazira's side that they would not continue or have some problems with it. But I think they picked up. They picked up well because they were not complaining about his. About the fact that he was not there, and they work and give confidence to the players who were on the field. So it stands for me the biggest task. It's a pity. Everybody wants the better ones to be there. If not, I think you have to be strong enough as a team to find other solutions, and that's what they did. So, yeah, congratulations to them.
Okay, yeah, usually when there's a penalty, you execute the penalty, but the last match you gave it to Oliveira. So what was the reason?
There is not one reason. I need to shoot this penalty because I need to.
But
I lost the last one. I want to shoot again to score and forget this one. But like Jackie gave me the penalty to me, I give to Ricardo. It's like this.